What's up, guys? So Joe Biden happens to be the front runner now. After Super Tuesday, the results came in. Obviously, the Super DNC power came together. Everyone dropped out and helped Joe Biden get to the place he is now. He's leading the delegate count almost like 60, maybe 70 delegates. But obviously, the mainstream media has tried to put Joe Biden as the main figure to win the nomination. And
Yeah.
that has drawn obviously a lot of questions because people's like Joe Biden out of all of them. People thought Pete Buttigieg was gonna make a more solid um, candidate if the DNC were to pick one. You get me? But they decided to go in favor of Joe Biden after what happened in South Carolina, where he came out almost victorious by a large margin. And I guess a lot of questions has been raised for Joe Biden based on his past, not just on the things he voted for, but also his behavior and the current conditions he finds himself in right now, as he has a kind of problem of not making more the most fluent sentences or more cohesive thoughts that has been doing. I mean, the things the most cohesive thoughts or sentences throughout this election process. Most people might say that he has some kind of psychological problem. Whether this is dementia? What's it mean, dementia?
Sure, yeah. Yes,
Dementia,
dementia.
or he might have some kind of like you know problem that more likely elders would get, which is what, just dementia. Dementia.
I mean, there's all the psychological issues it could be,
Yeah, it could be a lot of issues. Maybe
but
Alzheimer's or
people think it's just it's mostly dementia. They say it's too similar to dementia. Is that the most similar to?
yeah,
But I think I mean, even though it's not, it may not be dementia. I mean, like I said, we're not doctors. We don't know. We're
yeah,
not
yeah,
his
yeah. Yeah.
doctor. We don't.
We don't know.
We. Yeah, I think even if it's not dementia, it hurts Joe Biden against Trump a lot.
Yeah,
Because it's like it gives Trump a lot to latch onto.
yeah,
Like he can't be out here sniffing little girls' hair for like
yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
And he can't be out here like making these kind of mistakes against Trump. Like Trump is already taking advantage of it.
yeah, yeah.
It I think he put out an ad already.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I think since Donald Trump's been doing rallies over certain states right now, as the Democratic elections are going, he actually came out and and made fun uh of Joe Biden. He more likely said, "Oh, why? How come you don't put Joe Biden in a home right now?" Because that's what
yeah,
they're gonna do, right? They're gonna come in favor of Joe Biden. They're gonna elect him as a nominee. They're gonna steal it from crazy Bernie. But then Joe Biden is not gonna run this thing. Obviously, the DNC is gonna run it, and more likely Joe Biden is gonna end up in a home or in a nursing home. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah,
he was
yeah.
making fun of Biden like that.
Yeah, it was and that was the problem. I think it's Trump he gave Trump there's just two okay, there's two reasons why Trump win. One, Bernie Sanders is an establishment candidate. I mean not Bernie Sanders, but Joe Biden is this establishment candidate, right?
Yeah,
He's been in politics way too long and he made a lot of mistakes along the way. So that's one thing. And on top of that, it doesn't seem like he's in his right mind anymore. So it's like when he gets on a debate stage with Trump, he's gonna wreck him. Like Trump's just gonna wreck him. And every mistake he makes on that debate stage, Trump's gonna use it in an ad.
yeah, yeah.
And so it's like,
He more
and so it's
likely
gonna
he
get
is not
attention.
afraid to go in a dirty way.
Yeah, Trump plays as dirty as possible. Um, Bernie Sanders, on the other hand, it's like Trump even said it himself. It's like on Bernie Sanders beat him on debt relief,
Uh-huh.
healthcare, and trade, which are like the main things people want. Because it's like if Bernie Sanders said, "I'm gonna cancel all debt," and Trump is like, "We can't afford that," you know what Bernie Sanders is gonna say? Well, you did it 7 times, and he's right. And it's like if he says, debt cancellation. I mean, that was the English. If he says something like, uh, healthcare, everyone wants that, so that's not
Yeah.
a bad position.
Yeah.
And then if he on top of that, if he says, oh, what was it? Good? Debt cancellation, healthcare, and I just said it. And I'm drawing a blank. Oh yeah, trade. It was just like, well, you just put NAFTA back in place. That's what Trump did.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's not. So Trump is weak to Sanders on a lot of issues, but
Yeah.
he's really strong against Biden just because of Biden's personality. And Trump will attack Biden's personality.
Yeah.
He will attack Biden's mannerisms. Like he doesn't care about the policy. He's just gonna go up and attack the way he acts.
Yeah, I
Like
think
it's
I
that's
think I think he's gonna bring out all the bad things he voted for.
yeah,
I mean, he did it with Hillary Clinton, and he worked.
yeah.
Obviously, he's
Same,
gonna attack him at a personal level because
yeah,
there's a
because
lot to do in that.
yeah, because you could easily say like, oh, because okay, let's say Trump is racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he, Trump could always go back and say, hey, you say that I hated the Central Park Five, but that's different from actually passing laws that
Yeah.
hurt black people. It's just like he's right. It's just like it's like people are putting up a really weak candidate versus Trump. Well, versus Trump anyway. I think versus other Republicans it wouldn't matter much, but versus Trump's just gonna wreck him. Like he's
Yeah.
just gonna be like, it's nice.
Yeah. Like this tweet that he took out was like, "Wow, Sleepy Joe doesn't know where he is or what he's doing." Honestly, I don't think he even knows what office he's running
Versus
for.
Trump.
150 million people have been killed since 2007. My name is Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over if you'd like to see help out. If you agree with
Oh,
me, go to Joe
oh,
30330. We choose truth over facts. Play the radio. Make sure the television, excuse me. Make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear words. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. His mom lived in Long Island for 10 years or so. God rest her soul. And although your mom's still alive as your dad passed. God bless her soul. Chuck Graham, state senator's here. Chuck, stand up. Chuck, let him see you. Oh, God love you. What am I talking about? A man who will be the next president of the United States, Barack America. In Delaware, the largest growth in population is Indian Americans moving from India. You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
oh man, oh.
And that's just a clip, bro. That's one of clips, and he just put it in there.
Last one. Oh,
That's just a little taste, and Donald Trump is like,
that,
"This is what you're gonna
uh,
get."
oh man,
And
oh
there's a lot of
man.
material to work for. I mean, like there's a lot of things he could do. Man, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if Joe Biden gets the nomination and goes against Donald Trump, it's gonna be hilarious.
On
Hilarious.
top of the plagiarism scandals, on top of
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Joe Biden's gonna try to bring anything, but since he cannot put some sentences together for him, Donald Trump is gonna interrupt him. Is gonna make fun of him for even bringing anything up.
exactly, like he's gonna jump right in.
Yeah,
Oh, it's crazy because even Donald Trump goes off on these weird ass tangents.
yeah, but
That doesn't make sense. And then Joe Biden does the same. It's just gonna be like you're gonna see two U.S. potential presidents,
you know what kind
just
of argument
up
people
there
are making
saying
now?
dumb stuff. Yeah.
You know what people are saying now? It's like, oh, but they're both senile. You're gonna vote for the one who's more crazy or the less crazy one? I was like, how's that a fucking choice?
Biden is more senile than Trump, but they are both senile.
Yeah, they're both they're both going senile. But what kind of choice is that? Like,
I know.
right? Last time it's like you want someone who's gonna go to World War III or someone who might go to war and do World War III. I was like, you both. How come you? I don't want them for both.
Someone who's not gonna start
Yeah,
World War III.
just when he, when just after Super Tuesday, he said this.
Class, they're below 400. They will, in fact, increase their premiums. The public option will be available in my plan. We'll make sure it's not quality. We make sure it's only affordable. And for folks in the
Oh,
working class that are below 400, they will in fact will increase their premiums.
So basically, he's saying that with his public option plan, their premiums gonna go up. People's premiums gonna go up, right? Especially middle class, right? People's gonna go up. It's not gonna be top quality, not even good quality. But you know what? The good thing about it is that it's gonna be affordable, which is like what, affordable care again,
all right.
right? It's
Yes.
like, yeah, we got the sniffing problem, the fact that his healthcare plan is gonna be worse than Barack Obama's, and obviously the only ones that are right now celebrating are the insurance companies. Their stocks went up after the Super Tuesday by almost 40%. If you see right here, 36, 30.
Those pretty big gains.
Yeah, it's pretty much pretty good
21
games.
points. Yeah, 21 points, 16 points. Like, it's ridiculous.
You know, those are the only ones who are not winning. But the shocking thing is that most people thought, like, I mean, in North Carolina, people who are voting, and I'm sure in other states like Texas, people said that, or a lot of organizers thought that Biden was in favor of Medicare for all, so they were voting for him because everyone supports Medicare for all, because that's the thing that
Yes.
they ran on CNN and all these debates. Yeah, everyone's in favor of Medicare for all, but they were not. Obviously, Bernie Sanders was the only one. Everyone had their own little plan option. What do we call it? Public option? They call
Yeah,
it public
public
option, but they just put anything under that. They categorize as public option, but everyone's like, yeah, let's run it. Medicare for all. Everyone's in favor of it. Like, no one's in favor of Medicare for all. I mean, you saw it. Lisa Warren was in favor of it. She backtracked maybe, a couple weeks later after she said that she was in favor of Medicare for all.
Yeah.
So people were voting for Joe Biden because they thought he was in favor of Medicare for all. He supported it, and that's beyond the truth. He hates the idea of Medicare for all. He cannot be more in favor of the insurance companies. You
Yeah.
saw the clip right now. He said he was going to increase their premiums, give back quality healthcare, but it's going to be affordable, which is the best thing that could ever happen.
Yeah.
So that's Joe Biden for you guys. It's going to be a slaughter if it goes against Donald Trump. And I mean, Bernie Sanders seems to be the only good option here, since he has a track record. He can at least put two sentences together, or more than that. He's more eloquent and sharp
Yeah.
at his age, which is amazing. And obviously, he's the antithesis of Donald Trump. He's the opposite, and he's the only populist in the other side that could go against Donald Trump.